Welcome back, Ranger fans. We are here to recap tonight's Rangers Devils game. What a good game for the Rangers tonight. Okay, so sorry this video is coming out a little later. We've had a few technical difficulties, but we are here to talk about the Rangers Devils. So let's go. And welcome back to the show. This is Jamie, your host, and we're here to talk about Rangers Devils. Okay, Rangers Devils. This was an important game for the Rangers tonight. I was a little surprised that Gallant went with Igor. I'm sorry, with Georgiev, and I was curious about that decision because I really thought this was an important game with the way the Rangers played the last two games, and even though they really outshot Philly in the last game, this was an important game for the Rangers. So I was very happy with the start. The first 7 minutes of the game, they really came out, and I felt like they established a forecheck and a back check, and that was the back check to me was very important for most of the game. So of course we're dominating and we give up a goal, and it's a turnover by Trouba, and Sharangovich makes a great play, steals the puck, goes in alone on Georgie and scores a goal. So not the best way to start a game. But the Rangers didn't really change their game for the rest of the evening. They forechecked hard. Like I said, they backchecked hard. An important part of the game to me happened when Braden Schneider stepped up and made a huge hit, a very clean hit on Jesper Boquist. I mean, just woof, what a hit. And then he was immediately challenged by Sharangovich. And he didn't back down, and actually he really beat the guy up, and that really to me was a big part of the game. Gave the Rangers a power play. Sharangovich got a instigator penalty, which was well deserved. Rangers go on the power play, take advantage. Couple nice passes, Panarin to Kreider to Strome, and he just puts it home. And nice tic-tac-toe kind of play and real quick puck movement. It's so important on the power play. So tie the game back up. Rangers, like I said, had a great first period, really controlled the game. Really good attention to detail. I thought their gap control on defense when there was a rush up the ice was pretty good. They didn't give the Devils a lot of room. The Devils have a lot of speed, pace on their, and especially in their forwards, and that wasn't really evident tonight. So I was happy with the way they sort of slowed the Devils down a little bit. And it was, no Jack Hughes, of course. It was announced right before the game that he is going to miss the rest of the year. So unfortunate for the Devils. He's got a sprained knee, and they're going to shut him down the last 3 weeks, which is probably prudent. So unfortunate for Jack Hughes. We wish him well. So right at the end of the period, the Rangers, the Devils took an offensive zone penalty, and those always seem to come back and haunt you. And again, Mr. Powerplay goal himself, Chris Kreider, nice little deflection off a pass from, I believe that was Panarin, and we go up 2-1. Huge goal. Go into the end of the first, up a goal, and really and truly, the Rangers were in cruise control the rest of the game. The Devils came out and pushed a little bit in the second, and the Rangers didn't really change their game. They kind of just, were really focused on, it seemed like one shift at a time, and they were not playing reckless, which I mentioned last game. So they really played it conservative, and they only had one shot on goal in the second, which sounds awful, and you think, oh, they probably got dominated. Not really. In fact, I know when the Rangers were killing that penalty, the first penalty for the Devils, they had a couple of chances, and I think Strome came down on 2-on-1 and actually hit the crossbar, and Mika had an almost chance on a breakaway with a 50-50 puck with uh, Dougie Hamilton. So lots to like there in the second period. Even though they were outshot a little bit, the Rangers didn't give up any glaring chances by the Devils. It was really just a take care of your business kind of period. So we entered the third, and we're up by a goal, and we again, the Devils came out strong, and the Rangers sort of just were a little bit on their heels maybe, and then they sort of found their groove, and they started playing well again, and again, just making the safe plays, not giving the Devils too much room. And then they have a little bit of some zone time, and Kopp gets the puck back to Schneider, and Schneider gets it over to Justin Braun, and he one times it. Sure enough, the puck goes in, and it's great that they just get pucks to the net and um, score a goal, and it's kind of found the offense from a guy you don't expect goals from. So that was a huge goal, and I was really impressed by their penalty kill tonight, which was 2 for 2, and I don't believe they gave up any shots at all, which was nice because the penalty killing has been struggling as of late. So that was a good sign for the Rangers. And Georgie was good. I want to give a shout out to three guys that I want to highlight their play. Not necessarily guys that score the goals, but I thought Georgiev was good tonight. He didn't have a lot of work, but he really just did his job, and he stopped everything except for one shot that came his way. And that hasn't been the case of late, and he's taken a lot of criticism, but he was good tonight. He was very, very good tonight. So kudos to Georgie. And then I want to shout out Justin Braun, who I thought he had a really solid game even before his goal. I didn't really notice him. He was just out there doing his thing, and that's good when you don't notice a defensive defenseman. He's not there to be Adam Fox or Keandre Miller or even a Jacob Trouba. He's there to just transition the puck from defense to offense, and he's more of a stay-at-home kind of guy. So he had a good game as well. I think we'll be seeing more of Brawny. So I liked his game a lot, and I liked Braden Schneider. He had that big hit, and they had to fight, and then in the second period, he was kind of challenged by Miles Wood. He took a big hit, but he didn't back down, and he went after Wood a little bit, and he checked him into the boards, and I was really impressed with his play. And overall, the Rangers played a nice team defense. So again, just finishing up my thought on the third period, the Rangers just, it was a very business-like effort tonight, and they took care of their business, and now they got a little breathing room between themselves and Pittsburgh. They have a 4-point lead in the standings for second place, and now, as crazy as this sounds, they're only 2 points out of first place behind Carolina. They still have 2 games left with the Hurricanes this year, both of those games at MSG. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick recap tonight. I had something recorded a little earlier. We had to delete that because of audio issues, unfortunately. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the game tonight. The Rangers power play is going to go down for 2 for 3 because I had a late power play, but that really doesn't mean anything. But 5-on-5 play was solid. They gave up 1 goal. They scored 1 goal. But let me know what you think. If you like what we're doing here, we're working on some fun stuff. Really working on getting some guests here, and that's gonna come up here pretty soon. But like or subscribe to the channel. It'd be great to grow this community of Ranger fans and Ranger hockey and just hockey in general. At some point, I think I would like to talk a little more about things in the NHL other than just the Rangers. But right now, we're gonna stick to the boys in blue, and um, we'll see you Thursday night for a big game with the Penguins. And I hope everybody has a great night, and go Rangers. See ya.